COVID-19 is an extremely serious problem the world is having right now, and one that should not be taken lightly as it has been. In this video, I will inform you about the virus that has become a pandemic and what it is doing to our world. Some quick facts about this virus, about the coronavirus, is that the virus is extremely contagious and the number of cases grows exponentially. Some of the main symptoms that this virus has are just like a regular flu or a regular cold, which is what really makes it hard to know if you're infected by it, because one might think that you have just a cold, but you actually have the virus and you can therefore spread it to other people if you're not careful. Some of the symptoms are a sore throat, trouble breathing, exhaustion, coughing, and sometimes headaches. This pandemic originated in China, in the city of Wuhan. It is said to be originated by a man who ate a bat that carried the virus, and therefore it started spreading. It is more common in men than women, and they still have not figured out why exactly. In China, more men than women are seriously affected by this because more men smoke, and that weakens your lungs, obviously, which, if you get the virus, can seriously take a hit on the person. And then people that are more prone to die due to this virus or be seriously affected by it are the elders or people with health issues such as diabetes or asthma. Two myths that are going around about the coronavirus are that going to a sauna helps destroy the coronavirus. Going to the sauna may help you relax, but it has absolutely no impact on the virus itself. And another myth is that the virus was created by the government as a biological weapon, which is also not true. I mean, there is no evidence whatsoever that points out to this. Some common questions many people are wondering are, is this problem going to be a matter of weeks or months? And the answer is months. This is going to be a long-term thing. And then also, how long will it take for a vaccine to come out? It is said that the vaccine can take around 18 months to develop. And why is this? Well, the process itself is quickly, and they could do it overnight. The problem is that they have to really make sure that it is safe for humans and for everyone, and due to the limited information and knowledge we have about the virus, it is hard to do. So going back to, this is going to be a long-term thing. It's going to be a long-term thing because even after the virus is controlled in some countries, like for example China, they're controlling it now. The number of cases per day are going down. There's a second wave that hits after, which is why it will take a long time for the world to go back to the way it was before. And some additional information is that it is extremely important that we follow the rules we are told and really focus on taking our part in trying to contain this virus as much as possible. Currently in Italy and Spain, people are punished by the law if they are seen in the streets. In Mexico, the problem is that our president is minimizing the effects that this would have in the country and the number of people it would affect. In Mexico, we are not prepared and cannot afford to face something like this. Right now, the peso has dropped its value by 25% in the past 3 days. Even places that are much more prepared than us, like China and the US, are not being able to deal with it correctly. Hospitals don't have enough room for all the patients affected, and doctors are having to decide who they will let die and who they will save. Patients are having to say goodbye to their loved ones through the nurses, and the doctors and nurses are putting themselves in extreme danger for us. If our government is not going to act responsibly, it is our job as citizens to take action and not let our country end up like other countries such as Italy and Spain. Because the reason they are in the situation they are is because they didn't realize the gravity of the problem, and they would just keep going with their lives as usual and spreading the virus to more people. For us, teenagers and younger kids, it is our responsibility to be careful because although it might not affect us greatly, we might not even know that we have it, we will still spread it to our parents or our grandparents, and it could affect them seriously. So the big question here is, what can you do to help? You can stay in your house and leave only when necessary. Wash your hands very often. Use hand sanitizer. Keep practicing social distance, and donate to help many of the cases that are being treated right now. I hope this video was informative.